confess, I try to not do this, but you're talking to somebody and say, yeah, I'll pray for you. Well, that was a nice thing to say, but wait a minute, did I actually do it? Until you do pray, there's really no fruit from the prayer. You get what I'm saying? That's a nice saying. You go on Facebook, well, I'll pray for you. Well, did you then? It's almost kind of like, well, I care about you. Well, I'll pray for you. We got to pray, first off, to get any of it. But one of the benefits is, of course, prayer changes things. God hears the prayers of his people. It does make a difference. But I would also have to say that, prayer is not an excuse not to be involved or itself. I heard a gentleman say once, and there's a lot of truth in it, don't pray unless you are willing to be an answer to that prayer that you're praying. Quite a few years ago, and it's when we were attending church over in Omaha at Millard Alliance over there, they had a prayer chain, and one of the gentlemen from the church, he was coming back on a kind of a blizzard day from work, and he lost control, and his car went down in the vehicle, or his vehicle went down in the median there at the interstate and got stuck. So he have a cell phone. He called his wife, and so she put on the prayer chain right away. He's out in the middle of the median, he's stuck with his car, and one of the men of the church says, now wait a minute. Here we are all praying, somebody ought to do something. So he goes and gets his four-wheel drive pickup, a tow rope, and he goes pulls him out. Prayer is not meant to be an excuse not to be doing. 15 years ago, he was going to take over running the business, so our family could some major things had a problem with. I know what bitterness. I don't. If you see somebody that knew from what Scripture. Verse 1, they're praying for, not against the man. How as I prayed for this gentleman who had hurt us so much and what was going on in his life. God says in verse 7, I think we're all smart enough to. And far above